Germans in Berlin celebrating public holiday to mark end of Second World War for very first time. Normally the 8th of May passes without any significant attention, but for 2020 and the 75th anniversary, Berlin decided to declare it new public holiday for not only defeat of Nazism but rebirth of democracy.
Here's a summary of the article.
Germans in Berlin are celebrating a public holiday to mark the end of the Second World War for the very first time. Normally the 8th of May passes without any significant attention in Germany, but for 2020 and the 75th anniversary, the city of Berlin decided to declare it a new public holiday for not only the defeat of Nazism but the rebirth of democracy. Many of the public events planned for the day have had to be cancelled because of the coronavirus pandemic. The only federal public holiday marked by all of Germany's 16 states which commemorates a part of the nation's history is the 3rd of October, celebrating the date of the reunification of West and East Germany at the end of the Cold War in 1990. In more recent decades the 8th of May has gradually been seen by some also as a day of liberation from Nazi rule. One Holocaust survivor has called for the day to become a permanent and nationwide public holiday, and 101,000 people have signed a petition supporting her. Alexander Golland, a leading figure in the AfD, said, "You can't make May 8 a happy day for Germany. For the concentration camp inmates it was a day of liberation. But it was also a day of absolute defeat, a day of the loss of large parts of Germany and the loss of national autonomy."
This post received a score of 59,000, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Wait, I'm German. I'm at work. Are only Berliners getting a holiday for this?
Yes, it's only in Berlin and only this year. Angry NRW noises edit, my first silver, tie you guys. Mum, I made it, I will be okay.
Come on. Berlin has the lowest number of public holidays of all the states in Germany. It used to have only 9 until the introduction of the Frauentag last year. NRW has 11, Bavaria 12, and some regions in Bavaria have even more, for some reason.
Happy Augsburg noises.
Augsburg has 14, correct?
I mean, that's 14 public holidays on top of how many vacation days? But seriously, I'm trying to plan an escape.
Try France, for some reason they take the entire month of September off work.
We should take a month off from everything every year in honor of coronavirus pandemic. Never forget it.
During flu season, it would save lives.
It's just in Berlin though. In the rest of the country we are celebrating that it's Friday.
Happy Friday.
May 8 passing without significant attention? WTF. There are every year a lot of memorial speeches about this day and the importance for the world. One of the most important speeches of German history was held on May 8 by President Weizsäcker in 1985.
What did he say on that day?
You have to keep in mind that he was lieutenant in the Wehrmacht from day one of WW2 and his father was a high-ranking secretary at the German Ministry of Foreign Affairs during WW2. He defined the end of WW2 to be a liberation for Germany from totalitarian Nazism and not a defeat of Germany by foreign powers. The generation so far understood the end of WW2 of course based on their personal experiences as a defeat. Weizsäcker made the definition that Germany was wrong and that it needed to be liberated by foreign powers which therefore by definition can't be enemies. During the Cold War era with having two Germanys on both sides of the Iron Curtain and especially some years later after reunification.
One has to give credit to the Germans. They owned up to their mistakes, tried fixing it, have succeeded to a large degree, and most importantly they don't get offended if anyone mentions it and brings it up. They don't hide from it.
I live in Berlin. People aren't celebrating a defeat of Germany, they're celebrating the defeat of fascism. It's a difference that makes the world. It was a defeat of the dark side of humanity, a side that can appear and reappear anywhere.
The defeat of fascism is true of Germany so far. To your point, fascism is reappearing. It has been showing its ugly face recently in several parts of the world, including, ironically, the US, one of the countries responsible for ending Germany's fascism.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to Speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.